Bradley, Rangolie. I'm part of Shofar Durbanville. I joined Shofar Durbanville in 2013. I grew up in a Christian home where my father was a pastor, a preacher, so I'm a PK, a preacher's kid. Going to church every Sunday, getting to know the Lord and the academic side, I always thought I was saved from the beginning. And then when I was 14, I joined my friends for the Baptist church and evening services and Friday youth. And on a Baptist camp, I gave my life to the Lord because I didn't follow a discipleship program, or I didn't understand what it was to walk with Jesus or to be in a relationship with Him. And I backslid into my old ways and started drinking, started doing bad stuff, started just going to youth for the girls. And it got so bad where in my school year I was quite an example at school and stuff, but at the end of grade 11, standard 9, I started using drugs. I started experimenting with drugs. I started using drugs every weekend with my friends. One of my friends at school found out I was using, and then he went to my accounting teacher, which was one of my best teachers at that time because I really love accounting. And then she called in my parents. It was heartbroken for my mother and my father, and they had a chat with me. I was matric that year, and that's the year when I stopped doing like summer camps with the YMCA, so I was every weekend mostly at home. And then I stopped using for the course of my matric. Thanks to God, and His hand was really upon me that time, and I can really thank Him because I got really good results in matric. And it gave me the ability to go to university. After my matric end exam, I had a girlfriend and she came to me that time. And on our way to the shop, I got some of my friends. I went to them and then they started using. And then the first thing went around and I said no. The second time it went around, I said no. The third time I said yes, and then I used. And then I was back to square one. I started using with them every single day after that because now I started getting the stuff for free and I was involved in gangsterism and stuff. I lost everything, and then I met this girlfriend that we were together. We met each other using. She took me away from all my bad friends that I had, all the people that weren't good for me. And after her parents found out I'm also using and they know about her that she's using, and then they told us we can't see each other, and then we made a way to see each other, and then she fell pregnant. And then my parents found out she's pregnant, and then they told me I have to go to rehab. And then coming into rehab, I met the Lord again and really just met His heart. And I remember going into rehab, coming in the Friday and got the scripture from Him that saying, I know you in your mother's womb. And then I gave my life to the Lord on that Sunday evening because we had to be clean a week before the time. So coming into rehab, I had to sustain. So on the 5th of May, I stopped using drugs, 2007. I took out my drugs that I had and I stepped on it, but I didn't want it to break. And then I jumped on it because I'm not going to let the enemy take hold of it anymore. I remember Gunther and John and Uncle Derek telling me, like, you're going to have to find yourself a church now because you can't go back to your old church. And I said, it's fine, I think I'll be fine. And then I went back into my old church, but then my relationship with the Lord just started wearing off again. And then she became my everything, like the lady, the Bradwood's mom. She took the place of the Lord in my life again. And I started idolizing her, and she and Brad was my life, and I didn't have no time for the Lord. I went to church on Sunday, to my old church, but it was dead religion again. Then we got engaged in 2009. 3 months before we were going to get married, she told me that she can't go on with this relationship anymore, and that really shook my world. And I tried to commit suicide. I drove my car into a concrete pole where the pole was on its way to fall on the car, and the next moment you'll see the pole falling on the other side. And going back home the evening and crying and heavy, hit rock bottom, and just seeking the Lord again and asking, what's happening, Lord? And He gave me the scripture that it's not your time yet, Bradley. I went to Shofar in the Tiger service, and I went up to Ross and Helmut after the service, and then I told him I'm here to do business. And that's the day I recommitted my life to the Lord. And a month after that, I did encounter, and I got filled with the Holy Spirit, jog, and they all baptized me. God really showed me, like, He has placed a lot of men in my life now. And because when I came out of rehab, I didn't have any people that could walk the road with me. And to see I'll be 10 years clean from drugs, praise God, but also that He's my number one now, and He's my everything, and I live for Him and I love Him. What He did for me, He will definitely do for each and every person who He will love. Do it fully out for anyone. God has always reached out and saved me, and today I can say, if I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for in it is the power unto salvation.